Welcome back to Nordics Play, the great Ace Attorney Chronicles with your chroniclers Phantom and Velgar. And the upcoming dance number!
Ooh.
Woo! At least we highly believe that there will be a dance number.
I'm sure of it.
You are all quite mistaken.
No.
The cabin next door is not a so-called locked room at all.
What?
Oh dear. Oh yes, there is another entrance.
Or the ventilator.
No. What kind of contortionist would you imagine going through there?
I guess we'll find out soon.
An entrance used last night by the culprit in order to gain access to the cabin, despite the bolted door.
But we've already figured out that the goddamn door can get locked even without anyone touching it. Well, anyway.
What other entrance? We never discovered one. Why, it gapes open-mouthed at you even as we speak. Snap! The ventilator man!
Ventilator man. Is that a superhero?
The ventilator man. The upcoming Mega Man villain. Baby copyright! The ventilator
Man.
Yo! You think this funny? I cannot even put my arm through that hole.
I believe that.
Yeah. That's because your arms are as thick as tree trunks. You're suggesting that the culprit entered and left the victim's cabin through that tiny opening. Yes. It's not possible. But it is. And last night, the victim even witnessed the intruder in the act passing through the ventilator. Okay.
Mr. Shams, do you mean? Are you referring to the words Kazuma wrote in his diary? 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. 1:35 a.m. It looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator.
Precisely, my dear madame. But what does it mean? What is this speckled band? The answer to that particular conundrum is in this very cabin.
Oh, here we go.
Oh dear, no.
No, no.
Mr. Shams, what are you doing?
Being weird, as always.
There is a distinct element of danger, but fear not, I am ready. Have at you, bully.
Dude.
What I am about to expose for you all to see will shock you to your cause. Hoo-ha! Behold!
Yeah, what?
That was almost Monokuma. It should have been Monokuma.
Okay. Anyway. Why?
It's a good look on you, Stroganoff.
Okay.
Allow me to introduce you all to the band, the Speckled Band.
Why is it around Stroganoff's face?
Very good question. And why couldn't they have given him a more fitting blouse?
I mean, don't have any bigger shirts there.
Yeah.
They have to.
Ah, snake? Yeah, it was kinda obvious after a while. But I actually didn't figure it was this size.
It's a snake.
I thought it would be smaller.
Oh, it's a big snake.
Big snake. Indubitably. Oh my.
Actually, I love how chill Stroganov is about this.
Yeah, he's like,
Whatever.
yep, I have a snake on my head. Whatever. Mr. Sholmes, just one thing. Bray, what troubles you? Well, that snake isn't really speckled, is it? It looks more stripy, wouldn't you say? True. Hmm?
You're right. I think in this case you'd have to call it a striped band, wouldn't you?
She's so disappointed!
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted
Bummer.
to... Yeah. You both see and observe with distinction. However, do you not think that is precisely the trap into which the culprit wishes you to fall? Oh dear.
My goodness, really? It's a tarp!
Oh yes, a tarp. Well played, madame. How exactly? Well, you see,
Tarp, you know.
in our previous episode, I don't think we have time for that. They should probably go see that for themselves. Exactly, my good friend. I think perhaps it is time I explain the intricacies of my train of thought.
Oh, goody.
Are you ready, Miss Pavlova?
I'm sorry for the young man who died, but that is all.
Oh dear, now we have to do something.
Yes, it's nothing to do with me. This whole thing is nothing to do with me.
There are two conclusions I have drawn from the facts. Number one.
no.
Last night, your friend infiltrated the victim's cabin. And number two. That same friend was responsible for the victim losing his life.
No.
Huff puff puff. She's turned as white as bowl of rice again. I mean, how does she get any whiter? Sean must be right. He's hit the nail on the head. No, don't you go believing him as well.
That's not a good idea.
No. This young woman's friend killed Mr. Asoki. It looks like he can speak with the snake coiled around his head. I would advise as little movement as possible, Seaman. You wouldn't want the fangs of that long friend in your neck. So, everyone, let us begin.
Yay, here we go!
Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Huff, huff. No. Miss Pavlova, moments ago you claimed the following. Snap! He's dead. It's nothing to do with me. This whole thing is nothing to do with me. Yet you cannot deceive yourself. Yes, when you recall those horrid events, your aching heart smarts with pain. Could we actually at this moment do something, or did we have to check this?
I think we have to see this through.
Yeah. Spin! And it is that very pain, that evidence, your
Inextricable.
inextricable link to the victim's death. God damn it. So, we ask, what was the nature of this intruder that stole into the victim's cabin on that portentous night? Why, naturally, it was the friend with which you boarded this vessel, was it not? Ah, as I suspected, another telltale glance.
No.
Without doubt, your friend is the writhing serpent we see before us. But what if it isn't?
I had started to get a feeling that maybe it's not.
Yeah. And yet, that fact leaves us in a quandary. The victim's written observation on the night in question tell of a speckled band,
Making a stupid sound.
whereas regrettably, snap! This specimen's markings do not fit that description in any way. What explanation can we give, pray? What was this sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night? Wait, what did you take out of your pocket?
What is she trying to get from her pocket?
No, don't look at me. Yes has nothing to do with any of this.
Then why did you remove that thing from your pocket where it was hidden all the time? Oh, but it does. You have the answer to this quandary, even now hidden behind your back. Yes, that which you are trying but failing to conceal can only be the snake's loud skin. Snakes don't generally change their markings. I believe.
I don't think so. I'm not sure because I'm not an expert on snakes. But
I mean, I could imagine that they develop, but they don't change.
like, it doesn't become stripy all of a sudden.
Evidently, after the subtle and horrible crime, this most deadly friend of yours shed its original skin, no?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Last night, through the ventilator visible in this cabin, your 10 speckled friends slithered next door. Using the bell cord on the other side as a bridge, the serpent silently descended into the victim's quarters. In the dim light, it appeared to the young gentleman who was about to lose his life as a speckled band. In summary, the nature of this friend of yours, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a rare breed of snake whose markings change each time it sloughs its skin. Ha ha ha!
Uh, 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 uh,
Elementary.
I'm not buying it.
A snake so dreadful we can only imagine it would be found in the deepest depths of India. Okay. I love a speckled snake.
I'm not buying it.
No. Moving on, we come to the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim. How did this young man lose his life, and why? According to the data of which I have been apprised, it would appear there were no visible signs of injury.
Yeah?
In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by a terrible venom. Now, if we take that as a fact,
No, we don't take anything as a fact from you.
we can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence to affirm at the scene of the crime.
Oh no! Could there be?
Yes, an examination of the deceased body will prove the cause of death conclusively. The almost, but not quite, imperceptible puncture wounds left by the venomous fangs will seal the truth. Yes, the vestiges of the snake bite delivered by your terrifying friend.
This makes no sense.
Yeah, her snake is not venomous, and the snake we see is some kind of constrictor egg.
What?
Constrictor, isn't it?
Contraband?
No. Squeezy type.
Ah, squeezy type.
Yes. That's the
Squeezy
medic-
type.
That's the medical terminology.
Squeezy type.
Yes. There is no point feigning ignorance, Miss Pavlova.
All cats are squeezy type.
Yes.
They can fit through anything.
After the incident, you endeavored to hide everything, didn't you? But now your involuntary glance betrays the hiding place you chose. Flip. That's right, you hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in that traveling case.
Mr. Sholmes, if I recall correctly, you thought that she was hiding in a goddamn case.
When we first met in this cabin, it came to my attention that your case moved periodically. Your serpent assassin was restless inside, no doubt.
You don't.
It is telling that the victim made note of a low whistling sound that he heard minutes before his end. That was your signal, was not the sound you had used to train your serpent friend.
You train?
Indeed, you'd put the serpent through the ventilator and wait. Wee-wee! After a period, you'd summon it back with a whistle. You couldn't know if the animal had done its duty, so you would listen for signs of life next door. If the victim appeared not to have been dispatched, you'd release the snake once more.
How long does this take?
I Ragana. Do you deny the snake has undergone such training?
It's not true.
Having slithered through the ventilator and down the bell cord, the creature needed only to sink its fangs in once. And its venom would course through the victim's veins, ending his existence forever. That is the true nature of the speckled pan that took the poor young man's life. There can be no doubt. My logic is infallible.
Believe who will.
Sure.
I don't buy this.
Nope. Thus concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of the speckled pan. What
Our
a
reaction.
picture! Miss Pavlova has trained her pet snake as a killing machine. There, on the floor, you will observe a saucer of milk. The promise of food is the key of training any creature.
Why would a snake want milk?
Incredible! You solved the mystery!
No.
Everyone is okay. You should know better. Amazing. Your great deduction really lives up to its name.
Why are you all so stupid?
Yeah. I see now why Herlock Sholmes had become such a household name. My dear man, it was nothing remarkable. As the Russians say, I could have done it with my one left hand.
He's not impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't you an opinion, Mr. Sholmes?
No.
I will anyway.
Oh dear. But of course, what's on your mind?
It's just about your deductions before. Some things don't quite make sense to me.
I welcome questions as to my method, and will answer both loudly and proudly.
Yay.
Oh, well, good. First of all,
Oh dear.
snakes are egg-laying creatures, part of the reptile.
Just so you know.
Yay, we get to learn more about snakes. Hoo-ha! You are well informed, madame.
And reptiles, don't drink milk.
Ah!
It's really only mammals that like to drink milk, you see. I'm
And-
smarter than you.
And even a lot of us can't handle different kinds of milks.
Nope.
So...
So, I'm not sure it would be possible to train a snake using milk as a reward.
But I mean, could it be possible for a snake to like milk?
How should I know?
Well, you know all sorts of things.
What about snakes?
Oh. No matter. No doubt Miss Pavlova used some other treat to encourage her pet to do her bidding.
Why would there be milk on the floor now?
Milk was merely an example. The logic holds.
No, it does not.
Well, there is something else. Snakes have no ears.
Because they can feel the vibrations when you walk somewhere close by. That's why I usually advise to stomp the ground really loudly when you're walking in a forest. To
Yeah.
make sure the snake won't approach you.
Because they don't really like the heavy vibrations. Those are usually dangerous to them.
Yeah, it means, okay, there's something bigger coming. Well, we need to stay hidden and go away. I don't want to see this.
Also, despite having eyes, they like to navigate through smell, which they, well, smell through their tongue.
Tongue.
Just something if you didn't know. Oh,
You didn't?
yeah.
Yes, so I'm not sure if it would be possible to signal to a snake by whistling.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But, madame, what of the tales from Arabia?
Oh, snake charmers and stuff.
Have you not heard of the snakes that dance to the sound of a flute?
It's not the sound itself.
I think perhaps the performers play their music in time with the snake's natural movements.
Oh, I see.
Chorms, come on.
No hands, no feet, no ears! These creatures are so inept as to be practically useless. Practically useless.
Hold on.
So that's why that snake must have been the assassin. No, wait. Don't take it out on the snakes, Mr. Shorms.
There is one other thing. Really quite stupid, you know.
But we will continue this deconstruction of famous Herlock Holmes logic.
The weirdos. It's
Yes,
a weirdo.
because we are out of time.
Our entire episode went to him.
Yay!
Hey. Well, if you want to hear some real deductions and all that in the next one, you should subscribe. Leave a like, leave a comment. Thank you for watching. See you next one. Bye bye.
Bye bye.